more game, but it looks like they will play one more.
Yeah, it's not a match situation where it's like, okay, I'm suffering in this time control. Let's get on to the next one. Hans has done well in every time control so far, and just has the confidence.
Yeah, he's not afraid. It's not like a lead he's trying to protect. If anything, maybe more games would be even better, because of the way that the games have gone thus far. So Hans also gets the white pieces again as well to close out this 3+1 segment before we ultimately conclude things with 1+1 bullet chess. I like this move, c4, anchoring the knight in the middle of the board. But taking with f takes e3 kind of indicates, look, you want to, I was going to say you want to expand in the center, or you want to use the f file. And it looks like we're going to get d4 first. The bishop on d8 seems completely out of play, but Eric, as we talk about this game here, the fact is, Hans is sitting pretty at 3 minutes exactly, right? His time has not even dipped below the starting time because he's playing that quick.
Yeah, no reason to change anything. What his strategy's working. Playing quickly hasn't affected his move quality. Yeah, everything's working for Hans. I'd say this position, like that last game was a draw, which was fine. The problem is how the match started. It was just a disaster for Ding because Ding playing some like solid positions, trying to push, ends up being a draw. That's fine. Expected a like hard fought competitive like games in a match. But based on the match situation, it's not fine. He gave up way too many easy games early on. Even this position is fine to have for black and blitz. It's imbalanced. You have the bishop pair as black. You have a better structure in some ways. As white, you never want to take on e5 because then you're left with isolated pawns. You're keeping the tension because you want black to take on d4 so you can capture towards the center, get that pawn mass.
Mm-hmm.
But it's double-edged. Ding can play king h8. He can just play here, wait for Hans to make a committal move. A committal move is like d5. d5 is committal because if black doesn't take, maybe you've opened up the dark squares a little bit for black. And without that, there's not a lot of moves for white. White's really waiting for black to take. So just a strategic, long game, no problem for Ding, or generally shouldn't be. He likes those. But the clock management doesn't make any sense to me. His moves are not hard to find. There's not a good reason for Ding to be spending 10, 20 seconds on moves like h6. Especially, you see your opponent playing quickly. Yes, you're a little low on confidence, but you know if they're playing that fast, they're not calculating everything. Yeah, you don't need to calculate everything too. Your opponent is indicating to you they're playing off of feel mainly.
Mm-hmm.
And you can respond the same way.
Yeah, and I think Ding can keep up in those situations as well. We're starting to see him playing a little bit quicker now, and honestly, the moves have been almost better than previous. He's got g6 in. The bishop on b1 is not a great piece. Really, the move f5 is being prevented, but the dark square bishop should reign supreme for black. The bishop on b1 is no good. The knight on g3 can't really move anywhere. So this is all Ding in terms of the active plans. And oh, bishop a4. I don't know that I wanted to allow that. Would it play bishop d7 first?
I don't think so. I think Ding, everything was building up on f5, but White's demonstrated they have a lot of pieces there. I would have liked Ding to have played a6, bishop d7, b5, try to expand on the queen side to open up for the bishops. Because if there's one thing White's ready for, it's the f5 move.
Exactly.
It's still, don't play f5 as black, a6, b5, grab some space there. Eventually, if you can pull some pieces away, then you might have a well-timed f5.
Mm-hmm.
This is a totally fine position for black, but the time management is completely unacceptable from Ding.
And I think the other reason
Hans
why
isn't threatening anything. Why are you spending like you just? I have to be critical because we expect more from Ding. Can't be winning blitz games with this pace.
The problem is Ding is not really known as a player that's tremendous with low time. So sometimes you can be less
Well,
critical of another player who can succeed there, but Ding is not a specialist.
I don't even get this a5 move, closing the position instead of opening it up. Yes, he's okay. Now he's starting to trade queens. I would have enjoyed maybe Hans plays g4 here
A5
eventually.
was shocking with the dark
But
split
yeah,
bishop.
I just don't get it.
Yeah,
The
now it's
draw's not
actually
okay.
Hans who has all the opportunities, all the pawns on light squares. As black, you'd want the pawn on a6, so you can play rook b8 and b5. Now there's absolutely nothing that can go wrong for Hans.
Yep. I don't want to play f5 as black anymore because there's potential where you trade
Mhm.
everything and put a knight on e4. But again, some of those decisions by Ding, I simply don't understand.
Yep, he's shuffling the pieces here, but things can only go wrong. It's a draw at best for Ding, as the segment is definitely over, and yeah, he's
Well, the knight's
allowing
king to
absolutely
f5,
everything.
and he just flagged. I mean, no reason to lose that game, Hans. It wasn't clear he was trying to win that game.
Yeah,
Like
he was
Hans
just
doesn't
playing.
even need to try. He was just playing quickly, didn't make any hard moves, and Ding just flagged.